Circability Central is based in Victoria Park. It's an Auckland Council building. There was some consultation with the public about what that building should be, and it came out that it should be a community space, and Circability Trust were given the lease in 2014.
We're very lucky to have that base in the center of town where everybody easily can come to, and for us, a great spot to reach out to the community.
1, 2, 3.
It's a modern circus, a social circus. Social circus is a growing phenomenon around the world. We're part of 500 international groups working in 70 countries. We specialise in working with people with disability, but we work with all ages and abilities with the aim to celebrate difference. It's a great platform to bring various people together that don't normally come together, for people to work on what abilities they have and to strengthen those, and then we can start looking at weaknesses that they can start to work towards bringing into a strength. Through circus, a lot of lifelong skills can be learned. There's a continual staircase of achievements. They get this trick and then the next trick and then the next trick, and they're constantly achieving, and that gives them the confidence to go on and learn something new.
To be able to ride the unicycle, the tight wire, walk the stilts, be able to juggle. There's something magic about it. And I always like those moments when people sort of, I would like to do that, but I actually cannot do it. I'm not really coordinated or stuff like that. But then when they start practice, there comes always the moment when it's like, I did it, I did it, I did it. Sort of they cannot believe themselves that they actually can do it, and the excitement which comes with that is always a very rewarding moment in our work.
Circus is a real leveller. It's a great way for interacting with other people, for breaking down barriers between people and groups. There's no perfection anywhere. Everybody brings what they have and it makes part of the whole. And it's a lot of fun. So there's a lot of social benefits and laughter and having fun. Being able to stand up in front of people and learning how to perform is really applicable when we go out into the workplace and we sit in interviews and we're selling people things. All of these skills we can take into our life.
We seem to attract lots of children and youth, also adults, who struggle to find their place in life, in their group, in their school, in their environment. And when they come here, you see how they sort of holding back, sort of unsure, not really sure how to fit in. But it's always such a great process. See how quickly they find their place, connect with our other students, because it gives you the time to explore by yourself. And when you're ready, engage with the other students. And then, of course, with circus, the opportunity to show off. Have that challenge of going onto stage, look your audience in the eye and engage with them and show what you can do. And that feedback is such a great opportunity for our students to build their confidence.
The Making a Difference campaign was focused on changing attitudes to disabled people and, in the long term, creating employment paths for people with disabilities. And we looked at the circus and how we could use that as a platform, what was needed to bring a circus together. So we need staging, film, costumes, lights, music, catering, front of house. We need to plan the events. So it was really important to involve disabled people in the planning, find out what interests they had and what connections we could make in the community to build some bridges between our performers, our volunteers and professional production houses. We looked at all the different aspects of bringing on a show and we thought, okay, costumes. We have a relationship with the Centre Parade where we help them out and they give us free costumes. So we went and visited the costume room.
Huge space, lots of costume, very experienced, passionate team.
One of our members was really keen on making costumes and had some great ideas, so it was great to make that connection.
They look like tennis. Yeah. bit of moving machinery inside the warehouse.
At Oceania, we could visit the three areas: the staging, the sound, and the light. All the big musicians and bands lining up to perform had their gear ready, boxes ready to go to Wellington, ready to go to the Vector Arena. So our guys were really impressed to see, wow, here is where those events get prepped, get organized, and that is the company who is working on those big gigs.
Yeah, lift them up down the stage, yeah, that's very good.
And put it in position.
Next to the cameras on? Yeah. I'll still count down.
The AUT film studio visit was very much brought about by one of our participants' love of film. So we thought it'd be really good to take the guys to a professional setting to learn what's involved in a TV production, to meet technicians and students and see the whole technical setup and what's needed to put on a show. We went to Design Kitchen, which is a cooking school, and looked at what sort of food we could create for catering at events without needing a big industrial kitchen.
Now roll it up really tight like you were rolling up a piece of paper.
Go outside.
Sign craft. We needed a new sign at our centre, and we'd involved our inclusion team in choosing the design and helping design a tent-based sign for our circus space in town.
You're trying to line it up nice and flush at the top.
So they were able to help with the painting and see how the whole sign is made and the whole process of how it's put together. One of the objectives of the Circability Trust is to break down barriers and change attitudes towards disabled people, and that comes from real discrimination in the community and real barriers to employment, to physical spaces that disabled people encounter. And Circability, we don't like the word disability or disabled people. We see John as John and Sam as Sam. And for a lot of the community, they just don't actually get the chance to interact in a meaningful and authentic way with disabled people. So there's a two-way benefit to us coming into their workplaces and their professional setting, and they see disabled people in a new light as well. One of the most powerful tools in circus is the performance. It's where everything comes together. It's where participants are really motivated to learn their skills because they're going to show off in front of a crowd, and all the different strands can weave to create that magic.
We will follow you with ribbons, plates, or hats.
It was such an interesting, rewarding and door-opening process after all that work, going out into the community, to businesses, learning skills. And I think a project like our community partnership and mentoring program could be a really good first step in their confidence, but also opening doors for businesses and community organizations to do the first step in connecting them.
We're creating pathways for people, hopefully into employment, but also just into the community at being more confident and able to follow their dreams. We know what we do has an impact. We had people write that at the end of the show. Keep going, well done, you guys rock, amazing effort, you make an impact, you make a difference, keep it going. So we have to.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. Sing us one more song.